Hey everyone. Hi everybody, it's here Patsy, and I'm here to do a reading. I was drawn to do this reading today for Aquarius. I've had a few people. Hi, thanks for being here. Let me know if you can hear me or not, please. Thanks for giving us a thumbs up. I was led to watch this movie that I had, I've heard about for a while, but I've never had an opportunity to watch it. And I was kind of afraid to watch it, I think, because I'd seen the trailer and it looked a little violent, and I'm not one that really, I try to avoid violence in, movies and things like that. I'm very sensitive to it. Amazing, right? But I've always been like that. I try to avoid it. So I realized this morning that I have this movie on my Prime subscription, which I never use, and I was trying to avoid watching a tarot reading or anything like that, um, you know, but focusing on the journey and my own challenges as I'm ascending on my journey. And so I saw the movie Acrimony. Well, first I watched Family Funeral, I think it was, with Medea. Okay, so that was funny. But it kind of hit a little too, that situation with the mother. Um, and then I watched Acrimony with Taharji P. Henson. And wow, I was on that journey with her. And a lot of it was familiar. My relationships with people that I've seen, friends of mine who have gotten into those type of marriages where one partner supports the dreams of another partner, and then they get divorced, and then or the person divorces her just as he's about to make it big or something like that. Or some, it could be small scale than that, but it's that type of thing where you go through the better and worse. And then when the better comes, after you've put up with all the worse, they go and they, choose another path. And you watch that happen. And that can be, in this movie, it said the woman crazy because you could see it from her point of view, but at the same time, he wasn't using her. He did use her, but when he made it big, he took care of her as he thought he should. But the reason that he did it the way he did is because she had divorced him. It just was crazy the way it went. You're able to look, I was able to, watch both sides of it like anybody would, the way they presented it. And, there are points on both sides. And it was sad at the end, but it was a powerful statement. And as soon as that was over, I had to walk outside to take a walk and get some fresh air. And as I was on my walk, I got this song, old, yes. Al Green, look what you've done for me. Look what you've done to me, or look what you've done for me. Either way, it was coming through. And the verse that kept repeating itself was, forgive me, baby, if I do wrong. I haven't been a true man for so long. And let me say before I forget, loving you, baby, is where it's at. So that is a message for someone. That's a song by Al Green. You can look it up and check out the words, but that was the part that kept coming to me. Forgive me, baby, if I do wrong. I haven't been a true man for very long. So maybe there's an apology or a rationale or some kind of excuse, explanation, some type of someone might want someone to give sympathy to them because this is new to them, this whole relationship business. Or they've just gotten out of a relationship and maybe it was a relationship that they weren't committed to, or there was a lot of disloyalty, cheating, whatever going on. And now, hey, hi, hey, Alley Cat, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Thanks for giving us a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Hope everybody's well. It just was a lot. It was a lot. And as I've said many times, I'm going on this journey right along with you. And I am here trying my best to be supportive of everybody as they go on their journey, continue on their path. My path is this: to grow, ascend, help my family, help others, whoever's drawn to these readings, and to take care of my own things, my own issues, and just to be open to taking care of myself more than I take care of others. Not in a selfish way, but selfish in the point that I can't give my best if I'm not feeling my best. And I don't need to allow myself to get drained helping others who don't reciprocate. And that's not that you're doing something for a payback or something like that, but it has to be some kind of a even exchange, some kind of flow of energy. And I have to not feel that I'm being like I'm not doing, okay. Perpetua, saint of authenticity. Yeah, I'm being my authentic self in all circumstances. Okay, thank you, Ashe. So that's the energy I guess I am operating in, or those of you who are drawn right now to this reading. All right, trying to be your authentic self in all circumstances and standing up for yourself so that you can have the energy to do what you need to do for others. My door is open because Midnight escaped out the door, and my neighbors, okay, you are resonating with this, good. My neighbor is mowing the lawn, but I don't want to close the door because I want her to come back. She doesn't get out often, and she doesn't have her collar on. So let's pray for Midnight to bring herself back. Here, I left my door open, and I don't do that. Hestia, goddess of sanctuary. Where I am is home. No matter where I am home. And the most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So, your sacred space. This is about taking care of yourself, being authentic in all circumstances, and making sure to respect your sacred space, your temple, your body. So, Hestia is speaking to me right now. This is someone who may be a more mature person. maybe mature energies, mature feminine energies, and you've come to a place in your life where you're going to be real to yourself, true to yourself, and take control of your environment, what it is that you're going to accept, what you're not going to accept. You get to that stage when you get to a certain age of maturity, right? In the bottom of the deck, Amaterasu, the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. So, yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for giving me that confirmation. Thank you. You stay there, keep helping me. So, yeah. So know that we're all in this energy. We're all ascending. Every situation is different. It's going to look different for every one of us. But I'm getting that you're at that place. You've come to that place where you're realizing that this is part of the journey and that your partner and you are mirroring one another as well as the collective, right? So that's comfort to us. All right. And you've done your work or you're doing the work, and you're realizing that there's nothing wrong with who you are. Who you are is your authentic self. You're a Leo and you're cross watching for an Aquarius and Pisces. Okay, great. Thank you, Arrhenius Pollock. On race. Anyway, hi. Thanks for coming by. I want to get caught up in that. So anyway, I'm just here chilling, you guys, and this is what they led me to do. So they've given me 3 feminine energies that we are embodying whenever you're drawn to this reading. On racist. On racist, Pollock. Did I say that correctly? How can when I step on an okay, oh yeah. They retreat, right? They get quiet when you step on their toes. See, this is the energy that we're all in. So I've spoken about this. This might get real long, y'all. So get your tea, your popcorn, and have a seat. I've spoken about this book before, Linda Goodman's Love Signs, and there's a section in here that's how come when you step on. I know how come when you step on their feet they get quiet and retreat, because this is going to explain this to you right now. So this is about an Aquarius man and a Pisces woman. Trust a Pisces girl to know instinctively what less sensitive, less perceptive maidens often miss. So the Pisces girl is more intuitive than the average person. Despite his strangeness, we're talking about the Aquarius men. All right, well, if it's 2 women, one is going to be the masculine energy, one's going to be the feminine energy. Make it fit. But just listen to this and see if this resonates with the behavior that you're talking about. That's what I'm speaking about. Despite his strangeness, his undeniably odd behavior, and the curious way that his ears wiggle, despite his absent-mindedness and the faraway look in his eyes, this man was born under the influence of a masculine sign and is in addition ruled by a masculine planet. So an Aquarian man has a lot of masculine energy, and if you're an Aquarian woman, then you embody a lot of masculine energy. Besides that, he is an idealist and a protector of the weak. No one is more suited to play the role of male animal than the Aquarius man. He can be unexpectedly Flash Gordon-like or Clark Kent-like, capable of great courage in the clutch of calamity, and therefore totally equipped to defend his lady against danger at all times. A magnificent macho hides behind his freaky facade. He's a man's man, the kind who's used to making women faint in the movies. The kind that used to make women faint in the movies. Actor Clark Gable, who played Red Butler in Gone with the Wind, was a sun sign Aquarian. Okay. This works out rather nicely when his faraway look accidentally falls upon this Pisces Neptune girl. In beautiful and marked contrast to his maleness is her femininity. Pisces is a feminine sign, and so she is ruled by a feminine planet. Talk about polarities, talk about opposites attracting. These two will usually feel the pull of nature's basic magnetism within minutes after they meet. If there's any female who can turn a water bearer's interest away from his hobby of people watching and all forms of investigation to research of a more personal nature, it's the Pisces girl. So again, if you're talking about two women, again, one is going to embody the masculine energy and the other one would be embodying the feminine energy. So whoever's the Aquarian, this may resonate about them, and whoever the Pisces in is, that'll resonate about them. What is going on? We don't have that many lawns around here. I'm sorry, folks. Aquarian men are, as a rule, not hung up on the attraction between sexes, except when he meets a Pisces girl. Then he may suddenly become very aware of his own sexuality, and not to mention hers, causing him to act in a very strange manner that is stranger than normal. And this and his normal behavior could be very strange indeed. It might make her believe that he actively dislikes her. Okay, it's resonating. All right, very good. She shouldn't allow herself to be misled, Joe. Just because when she drops her white sweater and he walks in it with his muddy boots, he takes her to the theater and winds up in the balcony to munch on his popcorn alone because he'd forgotten where they were sitting. He calls her up and asks if he can borrow her dog to take for a walk without asking her would she like to go along on the walk. Or he blows up a paper bag and pops it near her ears and then laughs hysterically when she's wondering if he even noticed her new perfume. He has noticed it. He has. There are 3 exclamation points here. And that's why he blew up the paper sack and popped it. It kept his hands busy when they were straining to reach out and gently touch her cheek. Okay. So there was a song that also came up, if you let me make love to you, then why can't I touch you, by Ronnie Dyson. So that's something about the inability to touch, the inability to make contact. That's why he blew up the paper sack and popped it. It kept his hands busy when they were straining to reach out and touch and gently touch her cheek. Only sissies like that. Only sissies behave like that. He's no sissy. With his pals, with his buddies. What would all his friends think? What kind of nonsense is this romantic sentimentalism? It's not for him. Just wait. He'll come around. And the Pisces lady who weeps herself to sleep because the Aquarian man she's fallen in love with has been treating her with calculated detachment, as though she totally turns him off when he's actually so turned on by her, he's forgotten what year it is. You should memorize these lines of a poem that the author wrote to expose this sort of situation. So Linda Goodman wrote this poem. that describes this dynamic. I must go now. Don't hold me with your eyes and reach your heart across the room like that, or my own will break. Love you? Of course I love you. That's why I gotta go before you know how much. These two will make love in a mental level rather nicely. In fact, on their honeymoon, yes, they may get as far as a honeymoon. Once a Neptune girl, this is the Pisces, has caught on to the Aquarius's romantic pretenses and stops crying and starts seducing, he won't have a chance. 2 and 2 when I looked up. I say he won't have a chance. On their honeymoon, they could spend lots of hours trying to figure out answers to nutty questions like, you know, if two Mickey Mouse watches keep ticking the time further and further apart from each other at a definite rate, how long would it be before both their watches tell the same time? He'll try algebra while she'll try meditate. Oh, you know Pisces and Aquarius? Okay, very good. Thank you, Katrina. He'll try algebra to answer the problem, but she'll try meditating. In her confused Neptune way, she'll remark that it couldn't happen because her grandma taught her that two wrongs never make a right. And he won't hear her. He's busy figuring. Then the Pisces girl, in her confused Neptunian way, she'll ask him if the answer is supposed to be when will both their watches tell the same time or the correct time. This sort of question will, of course, negate all of his careful calculations, causing him to throw his pencil sharpener across the floor in a sudden fit of frustration. And she will remain as calm as can be, and in her confused Neptunian way, she'll smile at him and murmur that as far as making love is concerned, any time is the right time. And then his ears will turn red and he'll grin and he'll take off his Mickey Mouse watch and the lights will turn off. So she's painting the scene, right? She doesn't usually describe the physical relationship between couples of the various sun sign patterns. But with a man who is all man and a woman who is all woman, this kind of thing begins early. There's really no need to cause them to blush, because both of them do blush easily, by detailing the joys of their sexual compatibility. Everything as nature intended it to be, and this means a smooth and harmonious blending of two separate individuals into the explosive oneness of mating. Only if there is an aspect of tension between their sun and moon, or any otherwise negative mutual planet positions in their charts, will this man and this woman have any difficulty achieving real happiness through the closeness of their physical union. Both Pisces and Aquarius resent even the slightest invasion of their personal Pisces from big brother or big sister. So neither one of you all like to be critiqued or controlled or spied on, right? You know, and anybody outside of your relationship controlling what goes on between the two of you or being privy to what goes on between the two of you. Of course, it isn't always altogether fair for either one, since she's so adept at psychically knowing so much about everyone that she meets, and he's able to investigate every hello from his friends and even strangers and come up with practically their entire life history just from that one conversation. So These are two very intuitive people. He can know a lot about a person just by shaking their hand. In the first moments he meets them, he can read their whole lives. And she is very intuitive on her own, and she's able to absorb that same information too. So you got two people who are very empathic dealing with one another. And as long as the rest of their chart doesn't prohibit it or isn't in opposition, the relationship should work. So I think we got the gist here, right? Basically, the Aquarian person is very intellectual, and they are in their head a lot. And the Pisces person is very emotional and intuitive, and they're in the ethers a lot. And even though it seems like it would be a conflicting, the Aquarian is also intuitive. But Pisces embodies all of the qualities of the previous signs because Pisces is the last sign. So you got two energies that are very, very similar to one another. And it seems that the Aquarian doesn't want to express. Okay. For some of them, they feel, because they think they know everything and they're geniuses, and okay, that they don't have to say that they love you because they know that you know it because you're intuitive. So why do they have to say it? And if they say it, that's going to make them look like a sissy, a simp, right? They don't want to look weak. They want to be macho all the time. And they can be macho. They can be soft in private, but they don't want that going past the connection. They don't want their friends and their family and their boys to know, or their homies to know, that they feel what they feel, because that's not manly. They think it wouldn't work well with the fellas. Meantime, the other guys are probably in love and telling whoever they're with that they love them, but he's got to keep up appearances. So I hope that was helpful. Yes, it resonated. Okay. So let's see the energy for our divine masculine. Since we've got Perpetua and Hestia and Amaterasu for the divine feminine, we're going to be getting cards from the gods and goddesses deck to see if we can get some energy for our Aquarian divine masculine here. Jizo, support. So he can be supporting others. All right. So maybe he is maybe he has a family, or he has obligations, or he's working. We'll take a look at that and see what that is. So Jiso, let's get some more. Abundance, the green man. We got this the other day, the green man. Somebody did. Virgo. Could be dealing with a Virgo. So you could be an Aquarius and Virgo. Mixture, like an Aquarius moon, or Aquarius North Node, or a Virgo moon, or Virgo rising. So this is abundance and support. Sounds like somebody who's working a lot or trying to earn some money or create abundance so that he can be supportive, so that he can, okay, like in the movie. Okay, so he needs support so that he can create and or go after the abundance that he wants to provide. Yes, Vulcan, inventiveness. All right, I said he was a genius. Typhon, Anger and rage is the underlying energy. So maybe he's been working hard on an invention or something that he's being creative about. And maybe he feels like he needs support or he wants support because he wants to create abundance in his life. Something that he's been working on for a long time. And he's trying to get support from family and friends, perhaps, or from his divine feminine, but he doesn't want to ask because, again, he's macho. So, Petua and Hizo and Hestia and the Green Man and Amaterasu and the Vulcan. So the goddess of light and the god of inventiveness. The goddess of sanctuary and the god of abundance, and the goddess of authenticity and the god of support. Okay. Hey, how are you? Kalidas? How are you doing? All right, so let's take a look at Jizo, see what he's talking about. Jizo. An invitation to offer care and support, not only to others, but to yourself. A call to balance, caring, and caretaking. And Perpetua, being authentic to herself. Alley Cat says hi, everyone. Okay, so, this is about the support to someone who suffers. This person is a protector and a guide to souls as they travel through the 6 realms of existence. And he also watches over travelers in the realm. Maybe your partner drives for a living or travels for a living, or he has to drive long distances to go to his job. This Dharma jewel that he's holding in his hand there, you can see that? That stands for a light that banishes fear, a calming light that banishes fear, and a torch to light the way. This person is loving and supporting, particularly to children and young people, animals, and mothers. So maybe he's someone who takes care of his family, who's good to his mother or has a good relationship with his mother, or close to children and young people. So he's a supportive, nurturing, could have Cancer in his chart also. That would be that kind of nurturing, mothering energy, supportive energy. So this is talking about unconditional love and unconditional support, having compassion for everyone, but most of all, having compassion for themselves. Should he walk into your life shaking his staff, it is just a reminder that you should support yourself in the best way possible. This may mean paying more consistent attention to your own self-care, like getting more sleep and eating better food, or simply loving yourself more and being less judgmental of yourself and all of your uniqueness. He asks that we also offer care and support to others, especially those who are really suffering, in particular from bullying or sickness and loss. So, For some of you, you may have felt that you have been taken advantage of or bullied in a situation because you were being your authentic self. And maybe this is saying that your partner is supporting you and defending you, but you may not know it because we're dealing with an Aquarius and they don't tell you nothing, right? They're up in their heads. And you may feel defensive. You may feel defensive, or that you have to just take care of yourself, be yourself. Okay, so the message is, if you're dealing with the Aquarian man or Aquarian masculine energy, they do care. They are being supportive of you. You just can't see it. It's going on behind the scenes. They're not expressing to you how much they care about you and your feelings and whatever it is that you're going through. So hopefully that is some consolation. I got 6 and 3, so that's 9. 9 is a message from the ancestors. All right, so then we have the green man, which is abundance. So someone is working hard or looking forward towards creating stability and abundance for themselves. And we have Hestia, who is the goddess of sanctuary, someone who is taking care of home. So probably, maybe they're working on trying to establish a solid foundation for you and your relationship, a place that you can call home. So for some of you, your Aquarian is working on a plan, right? Working on securing a situation or securing a space that you can call your own sanctuary, a quiet place for you too. 369. Okay, Alicat, that's what you got? All right. So that I'm getting that for some of you, that's the situation. That they're working in order to create a sanctuary for the both of you. And this is good because any seeds that are being planted now will flourish. Okay, confirmation. Yes, he is. All right, so you know that's what he's doing. All right. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Very good. Ashe, thank you, Ego. So this is someone who this is sometimes a dark and wild energy, and they won't stop. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep pushing or keep working until they get to what they want. They are not afraid to step out into the wild and the untamed or the thick bush. This also could be talking about co-creating with the earth. So they could be planting, growing. Maybe some of you, they might be getting like, marijuana farm or something like that they may be working on. That could be, for somebody, that could be what this is, a sanctuary. And the green man could be, or growing some type of planting, buying land, something with the nature, something with nature, creating a place out in nature for both of you. Like I said, a quiet place, a sanctuary, some place that they can grow things, they have access to nature, and some place that's serene. So this could be some place that they're working to buy, looking into buying. They already have it and they're trying to prepare it for you. Or this is their dream. This is their goal. Okay. He is. All right. Very good. Very good. Ashe. Thank you, Egun. Thank you very much for confirming that. We got 7 and 3 in the room right now. Thank you very much. We got 7 people here. Could y'all just give us a thumbs up so other people know that we are here and I'm continuing this message for whoever needs to hear this. Dealing with an Aquarius man, Aquarius masculine energy. Last position, Vulcan, inventiveness. This is a man with a plan. Coming up with a plan. Or he could be an inventor because they are geniuses. Very, very smart. They just don't express how much they love you because, girly. His intelligence and his mastery shines. This is someone that thinks outside of the box. And when he runs out of ideas, they'll just create new ideas to solve any practical problems. The Vulcan is a god. It is said that geeks have inherited our earth now. So the geeks are running the show these days, the nerds. These are the people who use their mind. And okay, so we know that, right? We got the guy that owns Facebook, Mark Zuckerman, and we got Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. All of these nerdy guys are running the world right now. Not even Patty. Anyway, I was going, no, that'll just take us somewhere else. These people use their minds and their inventiveness rather than their force and brawn. Yeah. This is talking about someone who uses their rationality rather than their emotions to make decisions, to go forward. Again, someone that doesn't had to get comfortable, folks. Someone that is not showing their emotions. They are focused on creating abundance for themselves. And I think that you are too, because you're mirroring that action. So you are looking for your abundance as well as they. So even though you think that you're all not on the same page, actually you are. Whether or not you're communicating or not. If you're a Pisces dealing with an Aries, there is a lot of telecommunication that goes on between the two of you. And you're aware of it because you're a Pisces. Or you're Aquarius. You're aware that there is that connection between the two of you, which is what makes this more annoying at the same time, right? Because you don't know if you're picking up your feelings or if you're picking up theirs sometimes, because it's a constant. Some of you can't sit, okay, feel like you can't get rest because there's other people's thoughts or your thoughts going through your head, right? That's what you're feeling, some of you. All right, let's see what we're going to get from you. The good old romance angels in regards to this energy here. So again, these are general readings. Take the parts that resonate if you're drawn to this reading. And I know a lot of you have been asking me about Aquarius, so here you go. Don't forget to like and share these messages and join the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and join the channel. And so you'll get notifications whenever I do these type of messages. Okay, 4. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So, relax, okay? Know that even if it isn't expressed, there's a lot of feelings there for you, okay? And you just need to work on you, work on your energy while they're working on theirs, work on your dreams while they're working on theirs, work on your life while they're working on theirs. For some of you, they're working in the darkness. And you're working in the light. But nonetheless, focus on you. Because again, this is about self-care, not just for the Aquarian, but for both of you. Or whoever comes across this reading and it resonates. So allow the situation to unfold naturally. Try to take your mind off of your troubles. Did I give you all the songs that I got? Oh, and try a little tenderness. Right. And those of you that know that song, you know, oh, she may be weary. Young girls do get weary. Yes. So someone needs some attention here. And one person isn't paying attention because they're focused on their goals, their work, their whatever that they have, supporting of others. Could be family issues. Maybe they're supporting other people also for their own, you know, their parents, you know, people out of work. COVID is going on, all of this. So that could be it. They are being supportive at home, or they're working a lot. Someone may have health issues. They may have to take care of them. Let go of control issues. Let the situation evolve naturally. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So relax. It's happening. You're questioning it because you may not be communicating, or he may not be communicating with you at all, or he's not communicating what's going on. And so Pisces is getting emotional, and they don't like that because Pisces are optimistic and they don't like to be in that type of energy. But again, this is the guy that'll stand behind you and pop a bag in your ear and startle you. Why? What was the purpose of it? It's like the little boy that used to pull your hair in school. They really liked you. That's what your mother and the teachers would tell you. Oh, he bothers you because he likes you. It's that type of stuff. Instead of coming out and saying it. But in the meantime, they're working on a plan because they're geniuses. But we know there's a thin line between madness and genius. Playfulness. See? Yes. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So don't be too serious. All right? Don't be too hard on yourself or hard on them. All right? Allow yourself to dream. Let go of the pressures and the concerns, and just take 15, 20 minutes out your day to daydream. Both of you, that would be advice. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever it is that you want to feel, the lightheartedness that you get from this relationship, just allow that energy to let it live. Don't push it away. Don't dismiss it. Let it live for a little while in your head, and then cut it off and go forward and take care of your thing. Not focus on it. That'll help let go of the control issue. So allow yourself to feel it, accept it, understand it, enjoy it, and then put it away to the next time. Try not to be sad and try not to cry. But I know it's hard. So letting go of control issues. Bottom of the deck, this could be the one. Engagement and playfulness. So I think that someone is taking their time. They want to be playful. They want to be friends. They love you. They want to come towards you, but they're working on providing or having a stable situation for you. Okay, for both of you. Whenever you finally do come together, they want to present you with something. They want to have everything in place. And like in the movie, when Mel asked, when Robert told Mel that he wanted to give her uh, a penthouse and a boat and a diamond ring and all of this, and he kept telling her all the things that he wanted to give her. And she said, "Did you ever ask me if what I wanted?" And that's maybe the energy for some of you. That's great that they're doing all of this. But is that what you want? And did they ask you if that's your dream too? Or are you just supposed to go along with their dream because you got that macho genius going on here? So keep that in mind. And are you prepared to be with someone who is going to get things done, but not really consider your they're not going to let you in on the details. It's like you put out a thought and they're going to run with it and do it and bring it back to you, and it's going to look however way. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not considering they don't need your input. Very macho, very misogynistic kind of energy I'm getting here. But you're fine because wherever you are, you make it a home. Have a way it is. 7 and 3, 10. Right. Because it's about you are home wherever you are. You'll make it work. Don't worry about it. You'll love it and you'll make it yours once you get it. Okay? That makes sense? All right. What else do we want to get here? I don't know if I need to gain twin flame messages on this one. He's working on it. Yeah, as long as you know it. Oh, medicine guardian, be open to healing information. So this message must be for some of you all to help you feel better about the situation. This is let go of control issues. Accept these messages. Let this conversation, this description, this reading help you to heal and help you to understand the dynamics, help you to understand that yes, they do love you, even if they don't say it. They do notice your perfume. They do notice your hair. They do notice whatever. They're just not going to say it. Or they're not going to say it as often as you would want them to. But you will pick up on it intuitively. Oh. Be brave and honest. Tonight, be brave and honest. So they need to be brave. They need to share with you what's going on. And you also don't be afraid to be honest, because this, again, we're talking about your authenticity, being your authentic self, them being there, and allowing each of you, allowing the other one to be their authentic selves. But someone needs to stand up and be honest and brave and speak their mind. Allow them, yeah, this falls on top of engagement. Someone needs to express their feelings, talk. let you know that what they're working on, but that they do care and that they see you as someone who is nurturing and that can make a happy home. But they also know that you have your own, you are sacred space within yourself. They're aware of that. Because I said they are genius and they are intuitive, they know they need to be honest and brave. And broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. And this goes with playfulness. So, the bottom of the deck here, Typhoon, was about rage. So right now, there may be some negative energy going on. You may feel angry. They may be feeling angry because the communication is slowed down, or maybe you're suspicious something is going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of, more than likely. I think this is saying, peace be still. Just, wheel is turning. You're at a crossroads. Things are broken because there's no communication, but enjoy the peacefulness. And when you finally do reconnect, be playful and peaceful. Hi, Denisha. How are you? He does that to you. Denisha says, over that person, I'm inviting you interest. Ashe, very good. Yeah, because sometimes you do have to take care of yourself, right? Know who you are. Be authentic to yourself. Respect yourself, your space. Notice you are whole on your own. And that you're just going through shining your light and you're not alone. There are others who are feeling these feelings. The person that you're interested, whether or not you're with them still, they're mirroring those feelings also. Even if the feeling is, I'm done. They're mirroring that same, I'm done. Right? And the bottom of the deck is Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Yeah, I think for somebody, some of you, this has to do with like environmentalism or buying land or building or planting. Could be flower arranging. Okay, somebody could be into gardening, lawn. Some of you, maybe your divine masculine is doing that kind of work. He's taking care of a gardening business. Maybe some of them are trying to establish that type of a business. Or cleaning. Some of them could be establishing a cleaning business. Some of you, that might be what's happening. Anything else? What we need, Spirit? Denisha says that she is in the best place and space in her life. Yes, and that's where we all need to get to, that space where we're all feeling that. That's the goal, to know that you're living your best life, right? So, Soul's Journey card, here we go. Plants, all right. They're doing planting trees also. Could be pharmaceuticals. Again, marijuana, investing in those stocks, even creating the abundance by investing. Some people are not going to go out there and plant stuff, but they'll maybe buy stock in companies like that. So let's see, what is the Soul's Journey energy? These are by James Van Praagh. What is the energy that's going on? What is this journey about? What is this lesson for what is happening right now, or our Pisces and Aquarius connection here? Abundance. What? I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So this is a lesson for both of you about how to create abundance for yourselves. That's what I'm hearing. How to create abundance for yourself. Love without a limit. Heard that. Don't you look no more, love without a limit. Okay. That's too many. Thank you. Abundance. Okay, so you can manifest whatever you desire, and so can they. You're dealing with someone who's an inventor, someone who has dreams that they want to fulfill. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Ta-da! 100%. Thank you, Denisha. You felt that. Okay. Abundance and discipline. This is about people who are very independent, but also love one another. Love one another. Ooh. Judgment. I understand that everybody has their own path and their own challenges. And gratitude. Being grateful for this journey. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. This message is to make whoever is bugging out about an Aquarian feel better about that connection. Aaron, did you get her? He closed the thing. Maybe he did let her in. Oh. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So someone knows that they got to get moving. And that's why they are focusing on their abundance. And they are worrying about their own path, their own abundance, and not trying to control the other person's journey. Or that's the advice, learning about that, learning that lesson. Okay. One more. This is nice. Feels good. Feels good, Pisces and Aquarians. It feels good. It feels good. It's just a little funky energy right now because we're just starting to get back into being able to visit with one another, I think. Okay. Mm-mm. Come on. Come on. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. That's what this is about. Like I told you in the beginning about me watching that movie, Acrimony. I was able to check out both sides and felt empathy for both sides. It does. Okay. So this is what this is about. Seeing both sides of the situation, acknowledging yourself and your feelings, but also acknowledging the other person's thoughts and feelings. All right, let's get a message for the Piscean who's dealing with the Aquarian. What would the Aquarian like to express? Let's just get a message for Pisces, or whoever's resonating with this reading. What is it the other person has to say to you? I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. Don't forget to give us thumbs up. Oh. I've thought of you a lot lately. I thought about you a lot lately. So you are on their mind. You are always on my mind. Oh yeah, there's marijuana in here. That's a Willie Nelson song. Yeah. You're always on my mind. Okay. I don't know how I feel anymore. Yeah, they're confused because they don't know what these feelings are. They are not used to having these type of feelings about girls, women, whatever, anybody. So they're not trusting their feelings. So they want you to, Spirit wants you to understand that. They're not trusting their feelings. Anything else? One more message. I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. So they're on their path. They know what you're saying. Ooh, for some of you, bottom of the deck, I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So somebody's keeping tabs on you in case you're concerned. They are. And it's not in a bad way. It's just because they are in love. And it's like teenagers. They don't know how to express themselves. Acting a bit immature. But it's because that's who they are. That's who they are. From the Lover's Oracle, freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Yeah. Okay. All righty. So, is that our Divine Feminine's response? Yeah. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Let me get one more response. I don't know how I feel anymore. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what you know is right. So that's feminine energy's response. And I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. Response, look inside yourself. Examine what it is that's causing you to feel that way. So that's what you got to say back to that. So I thought about a lot. I thought a lot about you today. Answer is freedom. Nothing stopping you. So they thought a lot about you, and the response is, okay, well, you thought a lot about me, but you can come and call me or come and see me. There's nothing stopping you. I don't know how I feel anymore. The answer, your responses, deep in your heart, you know how you feel, you know what the answers are. You know what you need to do what feels right. And I know that you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. Okay, look deep inside of yourself. Examine what's causing you to feel this way. So that's your energy in response to their energy. So I think that's pretty good. Let's get one message from Moonology and I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and allowing me to bring you this message. Remember, this is about looking at this whole relationship, both sides. All right? You are not wrong and they are not wrong. It's just everybody has their way of looking at things. But the key to this is communication. A personal situation reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. I did say some of you may be dealing with a Cancer. But this situation is coming to a resolution. So the next full moon, new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. So go inside your energy. All right, this is a portal that we're in right now. And today is 8/19/2020. So I think this goes until about August 26th or 8/26, 2020. Yeah. So this is a portal. Meditate, contemplate, create. You can have whatever it is you want. You just have to know what you want in your mind, and the universe will allow it to come to you. Pisces and Aquarius. Nothing will come out of this situation. Void, of course, moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Let's see what that means. That's sad. This book. Uh-huh. Nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. Okay. Okay, so this says this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you are asking. If you're worried about something, whatever this is, this card is a sign that there's nothing to worry about. So there's nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project or a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so that you can get a different outcome. The cards can only predict what you are currently creating. And if you change that, and you can change that through both your behavior and your beliefs. So this message, making you feel better, changing the way you're thinking, not sending out any negative energy, raising your own vibration. You have the power to change this whole situation because of the energy that you bring to the situation. So this is talking about that the moon will not make any major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. Oh, so when you get this card, you're supposed to chant Om Myoho Renge Kyo, which means I surrender to the divine. That's what's called for. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Do your chanting, okay, and surrender to the divine. Take it, put it in the hands of God. Leave it in the hands of the divine. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to work out fine. The person you're dealing with is very macho or operating in a lot of their masculine energy, and so therefore they are not being as thoughtful or touching or tactile, or they're not embracing you. There's not a lot of connection perhaps going on right now. But the reason that I was told to bring this message, or instructed to bring these messages for you, is so that you can understand that they do care. They just got a strange way of showing it, or this is the way they are, and you just have to learn this way. Okay, you've come to that conclusion. All right, very good. They're just odd. They're just odd characters, but you are equipped to handle that. Or the only way that you can do it is for you to be whole and balanced within yourself, in order for you to deal with that energy on a regular basis. If you want to continue dealing with it, you don't have to. You're free will to tell you, tell him, them, kick rocks. You can do that. But if you choose to continue, on this path. Did you find it? But I'll just go and sit out there with some snacks. She'll find. We'll take some snacks. Let's get you a Black Angel Oracle card. I think that's called for. See what's happening for you, and then we'll call it a night. Okay. Look inside of yourself and see what's causing you to feel this way also for yourself. This is all, like she said, calculated on their part to make you feel some kind of way. It's calculated. Evil genius. For some of you, you're discovering this about this person, and this is a side of them. You may not have known that before, but this is what what's being presented to you, what you're being let in on, that this is who you're dealing with. So, if you haven't seen that movie Acrimony yet, I would suggest you see it. And it'll give you a perspective. I think. And if it resonates with you, you'll understand. And protect yourself. Don't let anybody get you to the point where you're crazy and you're ready to destroy yourself. Because for some of them, that is part of they're playing. It's like they're kids and they don't understand, or this is just who they are, and it's just part of the journey that you have come across this type of an individual, and you feel drawn to them, but you have the ability to walk away from this if it's detrimental to you, because you have to take care of yourself and your soul, because you cannot be of any help to anyone if you are not whole and well yourself. So first and foremost is for you to take care of you. Yes, you felt that manipulative energy. Yeah. But remember, you're powerful too. They're going to know it. And they need to learn to adjust to your energy too. Because this situation, if this is hitting for you, you're not like everybody else that they've dealt with before. And that's the problem. The midwife. That is the message from the Black Angel Oracle for the collective, the midwife. So something is being birthed, something is being brought in, someone is teaching something, being supportive as you go through the labor. Yes, someone is being supported or supportive as you go through this labor. That's so funny. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get it closer? Yeah. So y'all can see it. Yeah, he's spying. Yeah. But we said that already. But don't worry about him. He'll have to worry about you when you start spying. That's the problem. So let's look at the midwife. Because the energies mirror each other if you choose to continue in it. You don't have to. At all. The midwife. Page 79. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. You are always present at the birthing of something created. Midwife makes the rough arrival of ideas, projects, and life itself more bearable. You have the wisdom, courage, and caring nature needed during birthing times, and your loving attention is important in easing others' fears. Your close relationship with fear also makes you close to life and death. because they can be the things that we fear the most. You help us through our fear of moving forward with life. You are the passage for bringing something or someone from one world into the next, or for bringing life or projects from seed to creation or manifestation. We spoke about planting and seeds and harvesting. You're able to be called on to help bring forth your own creations, being part of rites of passage, initiations, transitions from birth to life, and sometimes from life to death. You are well connected to what you help birth, and this connection can last for generations, assisting with the preservation of lineage, community, projects, organizations, and kinships. It is evident that when you see newness or freshness around you in the forms of thoughts and things and people, your position as a midwife is very evident. You're a healer in the community. You rally us, telling us to keep going, continue on no matter what. And when it appears as though we will not make it, that nothing seems to be changing in our lives, you, midwife, will come again to encourage the bringing forth of our creations. This is very interesting. Your support is vital to our wellness and is sustaining the path of life. You help keep us from turning around and running away too soon. So you're present with us until the work is done. The birthing process is a sacred ceremony, and you are here. Historically, special women were available to ensure the continued creation of children and birthing rituals and birth sanctuary. An incarnation of midwives in our lives help us through our fear of moving forward with life. I say thank you, Ava. Since midwives are around when there is fear, people tend to expect more from you than you can give. You may find yourself trying to give more than you even have. This situation could lead to your feeling unappreciated for what you give, and others feeling shortchanged by your inability to ease them of their misery. You too may be paralyzed by the fear of this new creation. You may feel that you're not even capable. You may be fearful of the thought that you too have the ability to be a creator, not just someone who helps others to create. And this fear will close you off of your life's possibilities. Embrace your own fears as evidence of the gifts that are coming into your life. These are the gifts that you asked for. Thank you for the love. Bringing forth others' creations is fine, as long as you continue to be aware of your own gifts. Know that birthing or creating is tightly woven together with fear. In your healing, step fully into fear and wait for the gifts that abound. Okay. Well, like I said, this message was for the collective, and sometimes I minister to myself, and I want to thank Egun. I want to thank the divine for acknowledging me and my work by sending this message through me right now. Thank you. So, I hope that this message helps you all. I hope that it resonated. I hope that it brought you some comfort and some encouragement, alleviate your fears, looking at a situation from another person's point of view besides your own. And know that everything's all right. It's going to work out to the best outcome for all involved. So, thank you, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines, for allowing me to bring you this message. And don't forget to share and subscribe to this channel. And I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Love you. Peace. Ashe. Namaste.